Artist of the Week, MC Escher. Let's get into this. MC Escher was kind of a different artist. He was very mathematical, incorporated a lot of math and kind of like precise calculations and stuff into his work. At first, you just see his work and it's like, oh, he's just another good drawer. But he was pretty fantastic, and you'll see in these next few art pieces. Now, this is a lithograph, which means that it's basically like a print. It's a kind of a form of print. So not like a computer printer, more like we've talked about stuff in the past. When people do prints, it's kind of like stamping out their art. And there's different kinds, and lithograph is a kind of complicated way of making printed work. But this isn't hand drawn. Basically, you have to make your own kind of stamp to stamp out this drawing. Which is cool because you make many of them. And as you can see, MC Escher is obviously very skilled because these hands look amazingly realistic, like they're popping out of the page. Now let's keep going. One thing that he was very well known for was these tessellations. So usually when we see tiles fitted together, it's mostly like squares, and squares are easy to fit together. But as you can see, we have these little tiles that are funky little shapes all fitting together in different directions, which is kind of strange and kind of cool. And you're probably wondering how he did something like this. And if we're lucky, we'll have some time to make our own tessellation. But yeah, this is one of the things that he's really well known for. But another thing that he's really well known for is his kind of optical illusions and playing with like architecture and kind of drawings that don't physically make sense. Now, what I mean is, if you look at certain areas of this drawing or this art piece, it seems like you're just looking at a bunch of like connected buildings, some sort of strange architecture, like lots of little apartment buildings all together. But if you look a little closer, you can't always tell what's up and what's down, what's inside and what's outside, what's bottom or what's top. So if we take a look at this little corner over here, this man climbing up a ladder, he looks like he's climbing up a ladder to this little ledge, right? And so like it looks like he's climbing up and he's kind of looking at the bottom of that ledge. But if we go up and look a little further, this ledge, we thought we were looking at the bottom of it, but now like the ceiling, but now it kind of turns into a floor and we have somebody sitting here. And if you just look closer, like even this area, you can't tell if this piece is jutting backwards or actually kind of protruding forwards. So all these different kind of things kind of make a weird optical illusion. You can't tell if something is popping out or indented in, which is kind of fun. It's a lot of kind of paradoxes as you look at this. So go ahead and take a look at this. It's really fun. And there's some other ones that we see. This is like an impossible like waterfall, because the waterfall's down here, but how would it get pushed back up into the waterfall doesn't really make sense. We'll take a look at this actually like in cartoon, where you can see the water actually falling. Okay, and then we have a self-portrait by the artist here. So that's him. As you can see, again, he's extremely skilled because this looks very realistic, and it's very hard to draw a reflection on something, let alone something that's round. And this is a little closer view. Okay. Now we'll take a look at this picture, at this video in class, but here are the bullet points that you'll have to write a summary about. And this just kind of goes back to what we said. He was very mathematically inspired. He created prints on lithographs. He was known for those optical illusions and tessellations. But here's some more stuff that you'll see, like little themes or motifs in his work. Like you saw lizards probably if you were looking at those a little bit more closely. There are paradoxes in the architecture that he made. Didn't really make sense what was up, what was down, what was underneath, what was on top. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So you're going to write your summary and do your higher level thinking question, and that'll be your assignment. So good luck. Hope you liked it.